So I'm here at the Buffalo Bill Museum, somewhere in, I'm not sure where, but I'm gonna be walking to his grave. This is right here, Buffalo Bill's grave. This way. All right, here we are. William Frederick Cody, William F. Cody, aka Buffalo Bill, 1846, 1917. Below his wife, at rest here by his request. Oh, he won the Medal of Honor. Indian Scouts, U.S. Cavalry, Indian Wars. So, that's his wife right there, Louisa Cody. And there's Colonel William F. Cody. All right, frequently asked questions. Is Buffalo Bill really buried here? Yes, on the day of his burial, his casket was opened for one final viewing by his family and many of the 20,000 who attended the service. Stories of his being buried elsewhere are simply false. Who was buried with him? His wife, Louisa. What does GAR stand for? Grand Army of the Republic. This was the fraternal organization who fought for the North during the Civil War. Why do people throw money on the grave? 1923, group of led by Spotted Weasel, a former performer, visited the grave. They put about Indian head nickels on the grave to honor Buffalo Bill. The image on the nickel was that of Iron Tail, a long-time friend of Cody, performer. Tradition of putting money on a grave has continued ever since. Picture of this. Picture of this also. Alright. Let's see what over here. In memoriam. So let's see, why is he buried here? Why is Buffalo Bill buried here? There's ongoing debate regarding his burial site. His last will and testament specified a burial near Cody, Wyoming. He later removed the request. In 1917, as he lay dying in his sister's home in Denver, he recalled the beautiful view from Lookout Mountain and asked his wife, Louisa, to bury him there. Okay. His change of heart, it surprised people in Cody, Wyoming, and that's named after him. and began a controversy that continues today. The disagreement has generated threats to steal his body and false claims that he's actually buried in Wyoming. Today, tons of concrete ensure that he stays exactly where he asked to be buried. So he's buried under, let's see, that's what he looks like. So he's buried under tons of concrete.